The Lockita Recreation Ground in East Trinidad welcomes us to another match week of Ascension football tournament as Cunupia FC comes up against Central Soccer World in the Battle of the Seas. Well, it's a hazy environment here in La Hoquita. Just a slight wind coming across the ground there, following on the back of a sweltering 32 degrees or thereabout in Trinidad and Tobago. But it's cooling down now, but as you can see, it's quite misty. The Sahara dust making a long trek from West Africa all the way to East Trinidad. Well, my name is James Saunders, and joining me is Colin Murray for what is expected to be a cracker of a match. And Colin, very excited right now. Both these teams are Central Soccer World and Cunupia FC. They're coming on the back of a good performance in their last match after a poor run of form. Who do you think has the edge psychologically in this match?
Why do you put me under such pressure, James? You always do that. It's going to be a difficult one to call. I think if you look at as you said, two good performances. Cunupia, in my view, had the better performance because of how they held Rangers. Rangers have been really unbeatable in this, especially playing on the home ground. And for Cunupia to hold them and threaten nearly to take the game, yes, their goalkeeper was absolutely brilliant, but they threatened them to take the game. And, you know, I am basing it on that performance. Cunupia must start as slight favourites. However, Central Soccer World had a very good win against Central FC. So you've got to look at Central Soccer World and say, you know what, their confidence is now sky high, and if they play well enough here and play with confidence, they can win. I mean, you look at the standings now, and the Cunupia is in 4th, and Central Soccer World is in 7th. So, you know, based on just those standings alone, you'll have to say, well, Cunupia should start as slight favourites. But when a team is confident and winning as Central Soccer World, you can't rule them out.
Yeah, and I'm happy that you mentioned confidence coming off the standings, because we're looking at the top of the standings. Terminex La Hoquita Rangers, they're in first position. They're coming up against the AC Port of Spain team in the second match, who after a poor run of form, they've got 2 back-to-back wins. That's confidence right there.
Oh yeah, but it's you're talking one thing, confidence, and you're talking against the opposition. Rangers is not just an ordinary opposition. So AC Port of Spain, yes, they'll have some confidence, but they'll have to adjust their tactics to play against Rangers. Rangers, they've got the crowd behind them. They attack. When they go forward, they attack in numbers. And of course, they've got Real Gil. I mean, what more can you say about that guy? He's a one-man machine. You know, he carves through defenses. He's got a good shot. He's such a dangerous player that they'll have to pay close attention to him.
Yeah, lots of dangerous players on show, and we've got some goalkeepers that have been averting those dangerous players. Let's check out the save of the week, and I tell you, it's fantastic. And of course, the save of the week, of course, goes to Jean-Pierre David. He's going to be playing in the first match.
You could have had saves of the week. He alone kept Rangers out. He was absolutely brilliant. It was save after save. And, you know, you look at that one. I mean, he was on the ground. He had to get up. He had to dive backwards. He was absolutely brilliant. And he really kept Cunupia in the game.
Well, I'm just happy as a goalkeeper to see goalkeepers finally getting some plaudits. So Jean-Pierre David, he gets our save of the week. And I'm going to put an S at the end of that. It's plural, saves of the week. And we had some phenomenal goals as well.
That's right.
And I think it's a good time to look at one of those goals that certainly was the pick of the bunch. And that is going to go to Dwight Quintero of the Defence Force. Goal number 4 in the match. A match that was already done and dusted by the time he scored. But have a look at this one, Colin Murray. You called it.
But he made it completely safe for Defence Force with this one. I mean, he had the vision to spot Adrian Fonset off his line, and all he did was calmly chipped it over his head. It was a brilliant goal, and this is from a man who came on as a substitute. So he was a little bit cold, and he was now just getting into the game. And that goal was absolutely another brilliant goal.
Yeah, Dwight Quintero gets our goal of the weekend. Both matches coming from a cracker on Friday last week right here in La Hoquita. And we look forward to another cracker as Cunupia comes up against Central Soccer World. Colin, we did a lot of talking with some of these teams as well. And,
well, I know, and you went to have an interview with the coach of Central Soccer World, Randolph Boyce, who you know, I've looked at him over the time. He was with the school team. Now he's graduated to Central Soccer World, and he's really doing a fine job. Let's hear what he has to say.
Coach Boyce, you're coming into this match in 7th place at the moment, but more importantly, you got to win in your last match. What is the feeling like?
The feeling is great. There have been an upliftment in spirit amongst the guys. They see the hard work that they've been putting in. They see the reward with the victory of the last game. So they even continue to work harder in training for this week. And we're here today to see how it goes against Cunupia FC.
Well, you got to win in your last match on the back of some bad results. Is that a confidence boost for your team, you think?
Definitely, it's a confidence boost. We definitely been playing good football, but we've been playing in spurts. And we really want to play fluently the way and the style that we want to play. But we know with the opposition always cause a little problems along the way with that. And we're trying to put that into perspective.
You're new to this competition. How has the learning curve been? Tell me some things that you would have learned.
The learning curve has been great. From a coaching aspect of it, we have a young, talented team. A lot of guys in the transmission mode from SFFL to this top level. And you're seeing where experience, size, body strength, and a lot of things is playing a great factor. And you're seeing where we need, with the younger ones, we need some time.
Well, thank you so much, Coach, and we wish you luck in your match later on.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, it's going to be a test for Randolph Boyce with Central Soccer World. He's got the confidence. They're coming off a win. But of course, Cunupia, having drawn with Rangers, their confidence is sky high. Let's hear from the assistant coach. Is it David Wilshire?
Coach Wilshire, 5th position in the league standings. You dropped a place from last week, but more importantly, you got a point against the league leaders. Bittersweet, I think.
Yes, it was a great feeling. We came out to do something against Terminix, and we did it. We practiced it in the training, and we came out with a plan, and we executed the plan, and we were thankful for the point.
Well, I've been doing some forensic into your squad, and I saw that there are a lot of changes this week. No Kevon Woodley for one. Of course, in midfield as well, some changes there as well. Tell me about those.
Okay, well, Kevon Woodley is dealing with some serious issues right now, personal issues, and when he's ready, he will let us know. Keon Daniel has a slight injury, so he decided to sit out this since there's a break coming up. So he gets some time to heal himself, and he should be okay for the next rounds.
Does the composition of your squad or the momentum of your squad change with all those changes happening?
Well, actually, no. I think right now, everyone is buoyed to play these games. There are more excitement. There are more togetherness. Everybody wants to play. Keon and Maestro is not there, but they are showing and giving their experience to the players, and we are doing fine. Right now, they are coming out to have a win, and we should win today.
Well, best of luck, Coach, and we look forward to seeing your match.
Thank you very much.
Some big changes in the squad, but we look forward to the action that's coming up on the other side of this break.
The situation we have here is that these characters, and I refer to them as pests, right? What they are doing is destroying our country, but not on my watch. No street, no turf, no block shall belong to these cockroaches, right? It's no longer business as usual. Happy hour is over. If they don't fear God, at least they will fear Terminix.
Have you considered how your methods could impact on pests across the country?
I find we look after the rights of pests as opposed to the rights of the 1.3 million law-abiding citizens in Trinidad and Tobago. I wonder if Roach Ladden's son come here for carnival, if you'll interview him, eh?
But how could you defend one shot, one kill?
What, you want me to throw a pillow at him?
I didn't say that.
No, well, if a roach jumps in front of you now, what will you do?
Run.
Oh, Jesus, Lord Father.
Pests bothering you? Call Terminix at 672-5007 or 672-0042 or visit our website at terminix.co.tt for a free quote and consultation. Join our fight against pests.
Welcome back to the Locked Recreation Ground. We're just minutes away from kickoff in this, well, to C Classico. We witnessed one Classico last week. We're back with another as the teams with the C at the start of their name, both coming from Central Trinidad, Central Soccer World. They're going to be taking on Cunupia FC. It's a battle of 5th place versus 17th. Cunupia FC, of course, dropping 1 point in the standings to 5th. They're on 13 points now. Central Soccer World, well, they have been climbing with a win last week that moves them into 7th position. James Saunders is my name. Colin Murray is alongside me as we dissect this match that we expect to be a cracker. Just looking at the form of these teams, Central Soccer World, well, they've got 2 wins, 4 or 5 defeats, and 1 draw in the competition. That's a look at some of their members on the bench making their way out into the field. But more importantly for them, on the back of a 4-game losing streak, they picked up a win in the Central Classico last week, and that should give them some confidence coming into this match. Cunupia FC, on the other hand, well, they've been better in the winning position. They've got 4 wins in the competition, 3 losses and 1 draw. And although they dropped 1 point in the, or 1 place in the standings last week, more importantly, they picked up a point against the league leaders, the Hocketa Rangers, and that should give them some confidence. So both teams with confidence, Central Soccer World and their manager just making his way out into the park. Colin Murray, it's an exciting match that we can expect from this one, but one that you do fancy Cunupia, do you?
Yeah, I think I will go for Cunupia simply because of their display last week against Rangers. The thing is, when you play against a top team like Rangers, you tend to give a little bit more effort. Coming up against Central Soccer World, there's a little bit of complacency. They may feel that they can walk out on the field and just pass the ball around, and the results will come like that. Central Soccer World coming up against a top team like Cunupia, they're going to be trying harder. So they're going to be pushing it. They're going to be giving extra effort. And coming off the win last week, they're going to be open to make it a back-to-back wins. So it's going to be an interesting game. If Cunupia don't give 100%, they can find themselves in problems.
Well, let's talk about the big talking points. In particular, Cunupia, they're missing some big ones. Maestro Mensah, he continues to be out with injury. Yeah. Keon Daniel is out with injury. And more importantly, the league leading goal scorer, Kevon Showtime Woodley, he's missing. Is that a big blow?
Well, I would expect it would be a big blow. The problem is, or the thing is, can they find the proper replacements? Who's going to put the ball in the back of the net for them? Woodley is missing. Now, he came on as a second-half substitute in the game before against Rangers. Didn't really impact the game. So they're going to be looking for somebody going forward to put the ball in the back of the net. Can they find that replacement? Well, tonight we'll see. And the other one is Keon Daniel in the midfield. I have a lot of time for him. He's such a cool, calm, calculated player. When he's on the ball, you expect him to play a decisive pass, whether it's a forward pass, whether it's a diagonal ball. He's such a good player and so calm and composed. So again, we're going to be looking at their midfield to see who is going to control things in the midfield. And we'll just have to wait and see how much a big miss are those guys.
Well, Kwesi Allen, the goal scorer last week for Cunupia, he starts on the bench.
Which is surprising, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I thought he came on and had a great impact. Not only with heading of the ball, but his positional play was excellent, I thought. And he looked dangerous going forward. He was making some runs into the Rangers box. And, he could have had a double. It was easily, he could have scored more than 1 goal. Here are the officials coming out together with the teams.
So we're getting set and ready for action. Central Soccer World coming up against Cunupia FC. And, Central Soccer World, that's the team in the green. Their leading goal scorer is, in fact, a defender, Kemuel Rivers.
Well, I've looked at their formation. They seem to play with 3 men up top, and then they've got an attacking midfielder, 2 holding midfielders, and then the 4 defenders. So they give me the impression that their wing backs are the ones they're going to bomb forward. They are the ones that are going to try and bomb forward and create the chances. So it's not surprising, based on their formation, that their leading goal scorer is the left back, because if he's going to fly up on the outside and ball's going to come across, and he is coming on the blind side, he can very well score a couple of goals.
So the teams meeting each other, Nicholas Dillon, Jason Joseph, they will be the experienced men in attack for Central Soccer World. No Neil Benjamin Jr., he misses out today, and he's out of the squad. Cunupia FC without their talisman, Chavin Cesar, the former national attacker. He's expected to lead the line. And those guys, well, they're in charge of discipline. Had a good tournament so far. Graham will act as captain for Cunupia as he flips it up. As we take a look at the lineup, Ryan Frederick, he stands out together with Nicholas Dillon. They would be some of the potent attacking talent for them. Kenmuel Rivers, he's their leading goal scorer with 3 goals. He plays in the left back position. Jason Joseph adds some experience, while Leroy Wiley gets a pick in there. No Neil Benjamin Jr., as mentioned earlier, and they've got some talent with Devon Modest on the bench. Randolph Boyce will be the coach for Central Soccer World. So Cunupia FC, Jean-Pierre David, well, he's a superstar, isn't he?
He's becoming a household name, isn't it?
Campari, man of the week. Well, he's in goal for them. Kadeem Graham continues his good job in centre-back together with Stephen Julian. No Maestro Mensah. While their attack, Chavin Cesar will have to bear the burden of that. Kwesi Allen is on the bench. No Showtime Woodley. No Keon Daniel. But they've certainly got some talent with Dominic Douglas in there. Michael Defoe, he sits on the bench for them. And Cunupia FC will be hoping to gather some confidence. That man in your picture, keep your eyes on him. Well, such a star in this tournament. He's been phenomenal in the past 2 matches. Diego Suarez on the other end. Well, he's got his work cut out. His team has broken their 4-game winless streak with a win last week, and he'd hope to continue with that. That man in the middle, certainly one that is full of experience, and he will be expected to lead the charge. He did see his colleague Caleb Wales appointed to the FIFA World Cup last week, and a good performance from him can continue the good work. So we've got kickoff here at the La Hoquita Recreation Ground. Cunupia FC, the team in black, moving from left to right against Central Soccer World in green. So it's the team from Central pushing forward early. Well, they're certainly pressing the defense of Cunupia FC as a flag goes up for foul against Nicholas Dillon. Certainly one of the men expected to lead the attack for Central Soccer World. He's going to be coming up against that man, Jean-Pierre David. Although tussle for this one as the big boot sends it up to Dillon. Gets a good touch. Can't get away from David, but they keep possession. There's Jason Joseph. Lots of experience from him, and well, that's not even going to give him nightmares. Collects quite easily. All the background songs of a rhythm section are already in action. The crowd far from a full capacity just yet, but usually that's how it goes. It's normally a slow build-up. Expect to see the stands packed by the end of this match. Well, he lost it in a bad area, but he did well enough to win it back. They've finally taken command of possession, Cunupia. Looking for options and, well, ran out of options with a poor pass in the end. The captain, Graham, is looking for that man, Brandon Semper, getting his first start. Illegal. Foul won by Central Soccer World. Coach did say it's a relatively young team. Team made up of players who would have been prominent at the secondary school level, making the jump into senior football. Cleared away by Cunupia. Well, they've just given possession back cheaply. Jason Joseph will tussle for this one. Oh, that's clever to win it back for Cunupia.
I like the press so far from Central Soccer World. They're not sitting back and allowing Cunupia to bring the ball to them. They're putting them under pressure from as early as their defensive third. Cunupia getting problems to get the ball out because of the pressure Central Soccer World is putting on them.
Well, he tried to come out of traffic and was bumped out of possession. Fortunately for him, the referee whistle blows in support. They do love attacking down the right-hand side to Dominic Douglas and Roel Felix. That is side patrolled by that man in your far left of your screen, Kemuel Rivers.
And if you look at the formation, James, of the Central Soccer World team, they've got acres of space on the wide positions, and that's where Rivers is taking up. He is going down that left side, and Nicholas is going down the right side. So I expect to see their wing backs bombing forward every time they pick up the ball and start to go forward, because they're playing with three up top, but they're all playing very close to one another and not really spreading the play. So they expect the wing backs to do that.
Well, they've got this one forward.
It's simple, is it?
Keeps hold of possession as he looks for options. Well, a shot, the first of the match, and the one that Diego Suarez had fully under his control.
I was Trevin Caesar. I thought he did very well because didn't get the placement he wanted, but it had some power behind it. I always like to see Caesar playing wide. He's so quick, so speedy that if he gets the room wide, he can certainly take on the defenders. But he's a very experienced player.
Broken up by Joseph. It's Rivers. Oh, that's a good bit of skill to keep possession. Stephen James. It's done well. He has Maloney. Douglas versus Rivers.
That's a foul. That's a free kick in a dangerous position for Cunupia.
But he's won a free kick, and he certainly hoped that he would have had his Tobagonian partner, Keon Daniel, on the field. He's very adept from these sort of positions. The responsibility instead will be passed on to Brandon Semper.
Yeah. But that was a good play from, he was looking to play the 1-2. There we're looking at the replay. He was trying to play the 1-2 with Douglas, and he was hacked down from the back. So this is a free kick in a dangerous position. It could be the left foot of Semper trying to curl it over the wall into the top corner. He's got to put some power in it as well. But I would think he's going to look to go over the top of the wall and try and get into the left of the keeper into that top corner. There is Semper now.
Semper into the head of Kemuel Rivers, and does get a throw from it.
Actually, I think it's gone out for a corner.
So they will have another opportunity to attack.
It wasn't a good free kick. He never really got under the ball to get it over the wall. If you look at the free kick, it's not getting under it at all. He's hitting it. And, once you hit it flat like that, you're going to hit it into the wall.
Well, they pile some bodies forward to defend the corner as Maloney swings it into a dangerous area, and Suarez just plucks it off the head of Cowie.
It's good keeping. Excellent keeping by Suarez.
Well, he didn't want to keep it in, but he gave away possession in a bad area. And they push forward, but the whistle goes as the ball is adjudged across the line earlier.
The assistant referee saved him, because why would he want to play that ball back inside, and the only available player was a player from Central Soccer World. That was Maloney playing the ball back in, so the assistant referee saved him. I think you made a good point, because he played it back into a dangerous area.
There's Jason Joseph. Well, he misread the option, and the pass was well intended. Couldn't find the target. It's one of the experienced players in the middle for Central Soccer World.
It's a good competitive game so far. Neither team really dominating at the moment. I think there's Mr. Cool, the coach of Cunupia, Michael Defoe.
They look like old buddies.
Well, when your team is doing good, you tend to have a smile on your face and be good buddies with a lot of people. I like this, the Central Soccer World so far. They're hustling, they're not allowing Cunupia to settle at all.
Well, this was well defended by Cowie, but the chance is still there. And well, when you're the Campari Player of the Week, that is bread and butter for you.
Yeah, you're not going to beat David with that type of shot.
Well, it's a bit scrappy. They're just trading possession at the moment, as Joseph tries another attempt to get it in a dangerous area. It's good defending from Stephen Julian. And well, finally they get it clear. Well, they are struggling with the bouncing balls in the area. They've been a very good pairing, Kadeem Graham and Stephen Julian, in this competition, in the absence of Mensah. But they have been tested quite frequently in the last 2 minutes. Well, they'll be tested here again, and Julian and Graham combines to clear it once again. That's a recurring theme.
They're a good centre-half pair in Graham and Julian.
There's Dillon taking his man for a run, and that was well defended yet again. This time Felix getting in the way. Cunupia's turn to attack.
It's good end-to-end stuff, isn't it?
Well, Douglas, well, have a challenge from Jason Joseph.
Yeah, I was saying, James, that the Julian and Graham are a really good defensive pairing in the center of the Cunupia's defense. They seem to understand one another. And there's Coach Randolph Boyce. I don't know why he's looking so worried, but I think his team has made a good start.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out the defensive position. Team Cowie started on the left side of the defense. Cowie's taking the throw.
Yeah,
now on the right.
Yeah,
well, here's Cesar.
Wonderful effort.
Well, he tried his luck, and oh, it's the second time he's come close. And this time, again, Diego Suarez is untroubled, but he certainly has rung the alarm bells.
Wonderful effort by him. Yeah, Cowie is more on the right side. I think he's playing more of a right back than anything else.
Seems to be almost 5 at the back for Cunupia.
Yeah, because Felix is also, well, I think between Felix and Cowie, they're switching that right back role. Because you've got Graham and you've got Julian in the center of the defense, and they're joined at times by Cowie.
Well, here's Cowie to get rid of this one. And Felix, as he wins the throw for his team. They've been quite busy on the right-hand side of defense for Cunupia. And this should be harmless for the Soccer World to defend.
They've made a really good start. They're just putting Cunupia, they're putting Cunupia out of their game plan as far as I'm concerned, because they're hustling them, and Cunupia just don't have the time to settle on the ball.
Again, they attack down the right-hand side, and not this time. A bit scrappy as the ball goes into touch.
They're playing with those three men up top, Wiley, Frederick, and Brown. Sorry, and Bourne. Those are the three men on top of the Cunupia defense.
Soccer World, well, they've been allowed to build up in their third of the field. Cunupia just allowing them there. When they push forward into the middle, that's where they have issues getting it forward quickly. Heavily policed in the middle. And there's a nice looking ball in here. And Felix has scored on the wrong end. And his keeper comes to his rescue, but he's a bit fortunate. He was caught out as the attacker was allowed to get in on the inside of him.
It was a good ball over the top, and this is the problem Cunupia is going to have, because they've got these three men on top, and they're going to be pumping these long balls towards them, and it's going to be a foot race 9 out of 10 times. There's that nice long ball, and is it Bourne? It was Bourne who was giving chase. And in the end, Cunupia got a little lucky. The ball broke for the goalkeeper.
Well, they're battling for this one here, looking for space to get a shot away. Gets it out wide. They've got options in the area. Can he find one of them? He does get one of them and misses its mark, but he'd be a bit alarmed that he was allowed to get a free header in there, Brewster.
It was a good ball. It was hanging in the air, and they couldn't meet it with the power that and the direction, of course. But it wasn't a bad cross. It is the cross ball coming in from Sandy, and the header just wide.
Well, there was a gesture from the goalkeeper that a bit of handball might have been involved there.
Certainly wasn't seen by the referee, so had that gone in the net, it would have been a totally different story.
Acrobatic from Jason Joseph, and again they try to get it forward quickly, this time well read by Cowie. Felix got lots of space to exploit here, and well, it was aimed then at Cesar, who was prepped and ready for the spectacular, well cut out in the end. And it hustled to clear this one, only as far as Graham. Oh, he's lost it. Dangerous area. Some space opening up behind him now. And the flag stays down only momentarily though, as well, the goalkeeper was prepared and ready. But Sastry on the far end had signaled that it was offside.
It was a good ball from Frederick. Wiley just went a little too early. And because of that, he was in an offside position. Or was it Bourne? Bourne had gone a little too early, and he was in an offside position. He's been doing a lot of running. He's Bourne for Central Soccer World. This is a free kick for Cunupia.
Well, they're packing bodies behind, not giving much space. Chevin Cesar would battle for his. He holds on to possession. It's Graham. Tried to thread the needle. Unsuccessful on that occasion. And, well, the ball just went out there. Taken quickly.
This game is playing at a really fast pace. I think they just need to slow it down slightly. But Central Soccer World, they're just unrelenting in terms of coming forward and putting Cunupia under pressure.
But he's certainly getting lots of space down the right-hand side. Can he make something from it? Well, he can't get past Rivers. So experienced, but he's stolen it in a bad area. And, well, after all the hard work, the cross came to nothing. But what a watch, that battle between Felix and Kemuel Rivers. Again, they go over the top, and Stephen Julian has his eyes on it all the way to his goalkeeper. It's Felix and Nicholas Dillon coming back to help out with the defending. Oh, that's a heavy touch from Jason Joseph. Oh, good skill as well. And he's pulled back this time by Brewster. Showed some good skill there, Jason Joseph, the former W Connection man. Away by Julian. Caesar.
He's done well.
Well, he's trying to get his man going, but well read. Here's Cowie. He's got Douglas ahead of him, and was that a push? The referee doesn't seem to think so.
Very dramatic, but I don't think it was a foul.
Well, they get some room now to push forward. And again, looking over the top. Flag stays down. Can he keep it in? Loses that foot race. So it's still goalless as we head into the 20th minute between Cunupia FC and Central Soccer World.
Yeah, that didn't seem to be a push. And of course, the Cunupia players would think differently. James, what's your thought on it? You thought he was a little nudge?
Must have been a little bump, but nothing much. I think.
I don't think it was enough for him to fall over.
Yeah, to get a whistle. Brewster, contested by Joseph. There's Nicholas Dillon battling with Stephen. Well, they've kept it to Felix. Looking forward to Douglas now. Can he keep it alive? Might have kept it in, but the assistant referee doesn't agree. It's a goal kick. Well, there's a man down just out of your screen.
Yeah, he went in. When he went into that tackle, it was a 50-50 ball. Let's hope he's all right, because he's in a lot of pain, maybe just above the ankle. But it was that previous tackle, yeah, that he went into the tackle and immediately he went down. Not sure. Let's see who the player is. It's Bourne. Look at it. Yeah, I think the boots of the Cunupia player just went just above his ankle. And it's Bourne, the one who, he's up, which is good news.
So that's a Chandler, the physio, working her magic. He doesn't seem concerned though. Randolph Boyce. So finally, play is restarted. Well, has he put himself in trouble? Seems to have. Chance opening up here, and Suarez in the end just muffling the chance, and well, he has his hand in his head and he knows that he could have done better.
He should have done better, but I tell you what, Caesar had a great opportunity and unselfishly played that ball right across the face of the goal, and the chance was gone. But Caesar had the opportunity himself to score.
Well, on the other end, Nicholas Dillon was in a really good position, sent it to the Mars.
Look at this, Caesar is away. He saw the angle was not good enough, passed it across the Semper, and he should have put his laces through that. He tried to side foot it away from the keeper, so it had no power, it had no direction, and in the end it was an easy save for Suarez. But great play from Caesar, I thought, because he was away. But when he looked up, I think he saw the angle was against him, and he did the unselfish thing by playing in Semper. And what an opportunity Semper had.
I think questions are going to be asked about the defending of Jason Joseph, though. He gave away possession in a really bad area. He's fortunate, he's a lucky boy. But he'll be forced to defend here. Cowie. Just want to throw. Still goalless. Battle of the two central teams. Chance could open up here. They'll put it anywhere. Only as far as the black shirt as Graham gets involved. But he has to be careful. And Sporting A just avoid Semper roaring in. But Brewster, one possession back for Cunupia. Looking for Douglas, well cut out. Again, they give away possession.
Free kick for Cunupia.
So it's a free kick for the team in black. And not quite sure that Central Soccer World are comfortable in getting the ball out of the back. They've given away some free kicks in some dangerous areas.
I think Cunupia has now started to dominate a little bit, James. They're finding their range of passing, and they're using the width of the field. And of course, the man up front, Caesar, is excellent.
Well, they've got some big bodies to aim at in the area. Brewster's there. So too Graham. Well, he's got a touch on that one. Came off Graham in the end. And, well, they'll have an opportunity to breathe. But they certainly came close yet again. I think it might just the header of Semper might have come off his own captain, Graham. Well, they finally got a pause now after what has been end-to-end stuff. I tell you what, Colin Murray, they're being double-teamed on the right-hand side for Cunupia. With swarms of players. Anytime Dillon, in particular, has been in possession. Julian cutting through the heart of Central Soccer World. And he's got some space.
It's almost bulldozing his way through. There was no sort of finesse with that. He just picked up the ball and decided to go to the opposing goal. And anything in front of him, he was just going past.
Well, the chance eventually came to naught.
But that's Julian. He's a very forceful type of player. Of course, being a centre back, you've got those type of players. Pick up the ball and they just run at the opposition.
Well, Bourne will fight Cowie for this one, and he gets ahead of him. Should have been a regulation clearance, but it been kept alive to Kemuel Rivers. Well, this was aimed at Dillon. Just misjudged it. Felix comes away with it. But he's run out of real estate and he's given it back to Central Soccer World. It's Nicholas Dillon. Loses that battle with Cowie, illegally so, says the referee. It's a free kick.
Seems that Rivers is going to take this, and I would expect he would put it into the box.
Jason Joseph is also giving some attention, and as the culprit gave away the free kick, Cowie. Well, they don't have the size advantage that Cunupia FC has at the back. Central Soccer World, but they have the big frame of Nicholas Dillon, so he will be a target.
It's not a good free kick at all.
Well, can they contain the pace now of Chubin Says on the other end?
It's a good run from Semper, not a good pass from Caesar, though.
Well cut out. And the Graham ensures that the danger is averted. And Caesar. Just going to run at them, Chubbin Caesar. Ran himself into trouble. Given away. Here's Maloney. Trying to find Bourne.
It's a good ball from Julian. The shot now.
And, well, Suarez had everything behind it.
Good idea from Brewster. He had the room in front of him to take the shot. It's just that he didn't get the real power, or more, not so much the power, but the placement. Because it was, in the end, it was a little bit difficult for Suarez, but he got behind it, which was the important thing.
So we're approaching the half-hour mark in the first half. Still goalless between Cunupia FC and Central Soccer World. Oh, that's just wasted. Not quite sure who the intended target was. Lots on his shoulders, Nicholas Dillon. No Neil Benjamin Jr. today. Did expect a lot from him. Hasn't had a lot of work to do. Jean-Pierre David. Used his feet, one on his glove this evening. I'm not sure anybody in a Cunupia shirt would be disappointed by that. Here's Douglas. Brewster. Deflected. Caesar tries to keep it alive unsuccessfully. Oh, he's gone well. Opening up some space for the green shirts, and it's pass to Dillon is cut out. Well, they're trying to exploit the space left behind by Central Soccer World. Forced all the way back. Cowie gets involved.
He's got a lot of room in front of him. It's a good ball.
Here's Douglas. Well muscled away. Try to keep it alive. Douglas. Maloney comes away with it. Looking for Felix. He's got lots of space here, Felix. Can he get a good service? Well, not what he intended.
His intention was good because he was like trying to cut it back, but he was always under pressure because that ball was running away from him. It's well intercepted by Graham there.
Oh, Nicholas Dillon has been a tad underwhelming so far in this match. Shown more promise on the defensive end than in offense, which is his strength.
Central Soccer World hasn't really created very much. They've had maybe one shot at goalkeeper David, but outside of that, they have not really created. Whereas Cunupia, I thought they've created the best chance of the match when Semper should have put it away and hit it straight to goalkeeper Suarez.
Well, they just haven't been tidy with the passing. This one rolls back to Jean-Pierre David.
There's been a lot of midfield action, really and truly. But when you look at them going forward and creating the chances, both teams in the opposing defensive third, we haven't seen much of that.
Oh, that's a smooth turn there from Graham. But he's lost it in a bad area. It's the second time in the match that has happened. His partner, Stefan Julian, comes to the rescue. Well, they're piling on the pressure now, Soccer World. And again, Julian is forced to intercept.
This is Semper.
Maybe he can get away now. Oh, he's got a burst of pace here. A good cross could give them some chances. Well cut out. Oh, it's end-to-end stuff at the moment. It's a seesaw type of fixture. cut out by Cowie. He's been very mobile along the back line. Well, he'll tussle with Julian here, and well, few attackers have won that battle.
The skipper Fredericks. The bench suddenly they got up with that ball played to Fredericks. They must have thought that something would have happened, but good defending again by Julian. He was just really shielding the ball away from Frederick.
Bourne to battle with Felix. And, well, sliding challenge from Brewster ensures that his team wins that battle, but they give possession back to Soccer World. Well, he's going to be happy with his team's performance so far. Haven't offered up much chances in defense.
I'm not sure. I mean, to be honest, if I was the coach of Cunupia, I would have been a little bit disappointed that they have not put Central Soccer World under more pressure. You know, I think their final passes have not been good. Once they approached the Central Soccer World defensive third, I don't think they've been playing those clinical balls outside of the one from Caesar to Semper. They've really not played those balls well. That final pass.
Well, there's a chance opening up for Bourne. And, well, David gets a touch. Can he get another? Well, the touch comes off his own player as it goes into the net, and it's a goal against Cunupia FC. And against the run of the play, well, I said he was underwhelming, but he came in when it mattered. Nicholas Dillon getting the touch, and, well, that man is beaten. It's 1-0 to Central Soccer World.
There was absolutely nothing he could have done about it because there was a big deflection. We'll have a look at it, but that was a big deflection. Now, he's made a good save here. Watch this save from Bourne. Low to his left. He pushes it out. A slip there, and then the slip from, was it Sandy? It seemed to be Sandy, and then the deflection off of Sandy took it away from David into the corner.
Well, Graham might have gotten something on it as it crossed the line into the net.
Yeah, it probably hit Sandy and then went on to Graham.
But the first real chance of the match for Central Soccer World gets them a goal. But he spoke about being disappointed from the coach. Surely now,
he's
dissatisfied by what he just saw.
That's right. He's going to be even more dissatisfied with what's happening. I'm not seeing the fluency really of the Cunupia team. You know, and I wish I could put my finger on what's missing. They're solid at the back again, but I just think getting from the midfield to their strikers, there's not that crispness. You know, they score 1-0, a surprising scoreline that Central Soccer World is leading by 1-0.
Well, they were forced to come from behind in their last fixture against Central FC to pick up their first win in 5 matches, and now they take the lead against Cunupia FC. How will Cunupia respond?
And there again, James, look at the pass from Cowie. He went over the top. He was looking to play a diagonal ball and hit it straight into the goalkeeper. So Nicholas Dillon, in the 36th minute, he's going to be credited with a goal, but was a big deflection.
Will there be a response from Cunupia FC? They've got 7 minutes of first half minutes remaining. They've tried to make some sort of impact in the match. It's been more frustration for them so far. Well, disappointment for him. Usually very reliable. Not much he could have done from the goal conceded against him.
Central Soccer World bench there. Look quite calm, look quite They're very controlled bench in terms of they seem to be happy with the lead they've taken.
Cut out by Douglas. Well, he's run into some trouble, Brewster, but he manages to keep it. Bit of a handball there as the whistle alerts to from Kemuel Rivers. No Kevin on Showtime Woodley, just in case you just joined us for Cunupia FC. Certainly missed his presence in the attack for them.
While I agree with that, James, you can't just be depending on one man. Yes, he's the top goal scorer, but you've got to make, you've got to look around and say, okay, Showtime is not here, who can do the job for us? And they've got to look around and get someone else to put the ball in the back of the net.
Well, they're also missing Keon Daniel, the former TNT international. The build-up play has looked a bit laborious in this match. No sense of fluency. They've struggled, I think, from that.
Now, there's no one to me in the midfield that is taking control of the game, spraying the passes around, knocking the ball. You know, this is not the Cunupia team we saw that played last week. They look a totally different outfit.
Well, this could fall nicely for Brewster, but the flag goes up. And, well, more frustration for the team in black.
To be honest, I would like to see Caesar move wide on the right side and attack the Central Sports World team wide on that right, rather than him playing as a central striker.
So it's a team in green, Central Soccer World, with the 1-goal advantage as we enter the last 5 minutes of the first half.
Oh, this is good.
They're in a good area. They've got options. Theophilus goes to ground, but referee saw nothing wrong. It's a goal kick.
Yeah, but the cross ball coming in was poor. He never found the head of Bourne or anyone who was coming in.
Here's Jason Joseph. Nicholas Dillon. Well, this is dangerous. And, well, the flag comes to the rescue. Might have been a foul against the defender, Graham. No flag from the assistant referee. Must have been something spotted there by Quincy Williams.
Yeah, I think it was a foul. It's a push on the back. And referee Williams saw it.
Looking for Douglas. Well, they've got lots of green shirts for company, but maybe here they can open the lock. And, well, just overhit slightly, but they keep it alive. Can they get a good service here? Finds the head of Brewster. And here's Douglas. No space to shoot. And finally, they get a shot. And, wow.
Just wide.
Suarez made sure that it was safe. But he had no idea as it flashed wide of his far post. So they're huffing and a puffing, and finally they get something that is fruitful. Has been the story of their night so far. O.C. Sandy coming close. Graham. Caesar. Keeps it alive, Javin Caesar. Gives it up to Jason Joseph. Yes, Kemuel Rivers. Phoenix. Maloney. Brewster. Finally getting some passes together. Can Caesar keep it alive? He does. He has options in the area. Oh, he couldn't get past his man because it was an illegal challenge from him, but he does win a free kick. Maybe the last bit of action for them to get something in the first half.
Well, Caesar's gone wide on the right, and I like that move because he's got room to play with, and you can see from the time he picked up that ball, his one intention was to run at the defenders.
So they're going to push all the big men forward. Graham just might be the target.
That's a good ball.
Finds the head of Cowie. And, well, Graham, not used to being in such an advanced position, and it showed from his attempt at goal.
I thought Cowie should have done much better with the header. It was an excellent corner, and Cowie got up, never directed his header towards the goal, and I thought it was easier to hit the target than missing the goal, and he missed by a long, long way.
Well, here's a foot race that Julian should win quite comfortably. So just 1 minute of regulation time in this first half. Central Soccer World lead by 1-0 against Cunupia FC. So they've just moved into 7th position, and a win here this evening might help them advance further in the standings. But just 1 minute of time to be added on as Quincy Williams looks at his watch.
It's an interesting ball, but 9 out of 10 times the defenders are going to win it. This is Julian and one of his runs again, and I thought he might have been brought down. The referee has played advantage.
Keeping it alive, well cut out. Can't find a way past the green wall in front of him. It's been the story of Cunupia's night. Gotta find answers. Maybe this is one of them. Heavily marshaled. No room in the inn. Well, he's done a good job so far. Headed away. Only as far as Julian. Felix. Cesar. Here's Maloney. And maybe the final bit of action as we enter the final 30 seconds of the time that's added on.
Just the last attack for Cunupia to get an equalizer. They need to get it into the box.
Again, Cesar can't muscle his way past the green shirt, and Cowie's left to defend this attack, and he does a pretty decent job.
So we should hear the whistle for the end of the first half at any time now. There it is.
So Quincy Williams signals the end of a first half that has been frustrating for Cunupia FC and that man, John-Pierre David. But it's been joy and jubilation for Central Soccer World and Nicholas Dillon as they lead by 1-0. We take a break and we come back with the first half highlights.
Cafe is located at Magnificent Mall, number 2.
Jason Joseph, a bad giveaway, and Cesar opening up the best chance of the match. One that Sampa couldn't convert in the end. On the other side, Central Soccer World, they did have some attempts of their own. And Nicholas Dillon sent that one to the moon.
He should have done better. Never got over the ball, did he?
Julian and Brewster, well, they tried their luck again, and again Suarez proved to be a rock. And then this moment, Bourne with the initial shot, not well held by the goalkeeper, and nothing he could do about Nicholas Dillon's follow-up attempt, taking a deflection, 2 deflections in fact, and entering the net as Central Soccer World took a 1-0 lead against Cunupia FC.
If you notice there, Graham, in fact, put his hand out. And that could, of course, if it didn't go in the goal, he would have been sent off.
And then the last chance of the first half, flashing wide. 1-0 the score to Central Soccer World. So it's a first half that has been heavily skewed in terms of shots for Cunupia FC over Central Soccer World.
Yes, you look at it, shots, 9 shots to 4 for Cunupia. It just shows you that Cunupia have really dominated. 4 shots on target to 3 shots. And the fouls, the yellow cards, no red cards, offsides. You know, there have been a lot of midfield play, and that's why we're not seeing many offsides and corners and that sort of stat. But all in all, 1-0 Central Soccer World. I think that's just slightly, James, against the run of play. Cunupia, as we saw from the stats, they have dominated. They have more or less dominated. But let's go off to match week 8 highlights.
Ascension tournament action as we take a rewind of match week 8. And a big match, Dominic's La Hogata Rangers in first place, coming up against 4th place Cunupia FC. And, well, the top team for some top saves. Jean-Pierre David, keep your eye on him. Very instrumental in this match, keeping the captain out, Jamal Crichton. But he couldn't keep this out. Real Gill, the Macarena, finding the far corner. And they were ahead in the 25th minute. But look at him go. Dog them out wherever they came from. Height and angle. Jabari St. Hilaire, no slouch himself on the opposite end. But he couldn't keep this out. Kwesi Allen getting the equalizer in the 57th minute for Cunupia. And they were back in the contest. Well, how will the Hogata respond? They huffed and puffed, but they couldn't blow that man over. Yeah, kept everything out that came at him. He was happy. Everybody was happy. Cunupia taking a point. 1-1 the final score. Police and Defense Force met in the PS Classico, the Protective Services Derby. And, well, promised so much, and it delivered from as early as the 17th minute. Mikel Jem Gordon capitalizing on the free kick from Jabari Mitchell to put them ahead 1-0. And then Cadian Gabriel got clumsy, and the referee pointed to the spot. Brent Sam doesn't miss from 11 yards. Equalizer in the 27th minute. And then Jamil Boatsway, the easy second top goal scorer for a reason, getting the one to put them 2-1 ahead. But Mikel Jem Gordon, not to be outdone, snatching an equalizer. What a match, being set up 2-2. And then some clumsy, or was it? Well, tell you what, lots of debate about that one, but no debate about Brent Salmon when he put this to put them 3-2 ahead. Was there to be more drama? Well, bet your bottom dollar there was. The substitute Dwight Quintero, perhaps the best goal of the match, putting the contest away from Police as 4-2. This one finished. At the Arima Velodrome, Moruga FC took on AC Port of Spain. Team from Deep South facing the capital team, and Mikel Poon Algaron would put them ahead 1-0, AC Port of Spain. And then later on, Saeed Charles, he would make it 2-0 to the capital team. And they were carving open Moruga like butter. Che Benny, well, he got fancy, and that made it 3-0. Some rough play, kung fu challenges, and some cards as well. And then keep your eye on Sidale McLean, that's one of his 3 on the night. Atiba Charles, though, would pull one back from Moruga, giving them some sort of consolation at 4-1. And remember that name, Cedale McLean? There's a reason I called it. That's his second. As he put them further in front. Then a red card, then a change of mind. Held on to a yellow. But the keeper couldn't hold on as McLean got his hat-trick in the 90th minute. 6-1, the final score, AC Port of Spain over Moruga. And then Deportivo Point Fortin took on Real Westford, team from the Western Peninsula, facing the team from the West, and Akinola Gregory would put the Southwestern team ahead 1-0. Make that 2, getting a second from the penalty spot. And then Houghton Hector did all the hard work, and Andre Pacheco took it right from him. Doesn't matter. Conks for Point Fortin, 3-0. And when Ramdeen went flying, the cards, they were coming. Gregory setting up Houghton Hector would finally get on the score sheet, and he made it 4-0 to Deportivo Point Fortin. And then there was a Central Derby, Central FC taking on Central Soccer World. Lots of pleasantries being passed about. And it was the FC with Simeon Bailey getting on the score sheet in the 15th minute. As Central FC ran ahead. But that was short-lived because Soccer World, well, they equalized to Ryan Frederick in the 49th minute, and it was 1-1, all to play for in this Clasico until a slip, a bit of a blip, and there was no skip from the attacker as he went down, and Kemuel Rivers would score the winner 2-1 for Central Soccer World.
Amante Del Cafe is located at Magnificent Mall, number 271 Southern Main Road, McBean, Couva. Amante Del Cafe. Happiness begins with brew.
The situation we have here is that these characters, and I refer to them as pests, right? What they are doing is destroying our country.
To be done for Cunupia FC as they find themselves trailing by 1-0 to Central Soccer World. This is Ascension tournament action here at the La Joqueta Recreation Ground in East Trinidad. Welcome back to the action. James Saunders is my name. I'm joined by Colin Murray Welcome to all of our viewers across the Caribbean on Sportsmax and those streaming us online at Ascension and the Sportsmax YouTube page. Don't forget, send us a flag. Let us know where you're viewing from. And we get ready for second half, Colin Murray. And we saw an interesting first half. What can we expect in the second?
I would expect the same from Central Sports World. They would hustle. They would try and put Cunupia under pressure. They've got to be a little bit more composed. Cunupia, I expect they'll make a couple substitutions because they're lacking the fluency. You know, they look a little bit disjointed to me. And I think they need to get a couple guys into that midfield who will pull things together, create the chances for them, knock it about. And they are, in fact, making 2 substitutions now, James. The men coming on, it looks like Travis Joseph and Kareem Riley. So those are the 2 substitutions.
So changes being made for Cunupia FC.
And I expected that because, as I was saying, they seem to lack a little bit of fluency. And maybe Joseph and Riley will give them that little bit of an edge in terms of their passing.
So Riley is being asked to play on the left side of the attack. And he replaces Ilya Brewster, while Travis Joseph has gone into the center. So changes in midfield and in attack for Cunupia FC. So that's how it will line up for Cunupia FC in this second half as they trail by 1-0 to Central Soccer World. Well, the substitute gets involved in the act early, but it's given away to Soccer World, who try to go through Bourne. Chasing Joseph. Trying to find a way past his man here. Joseph, can he pick out some options? Well, the flag stays down, but maybe too much legs on that one as it goes into touch. Would be a Cunupia goal kick. So just wonder what the team talks might have been like at halftime.
Well, I would have thought that Central Soccer World, as I said, the coaches would have said, listen, we're doing well, we're putting them under pressure, keep the pressure on, and just don't give them the room in which to knock the ball around, keep it tight, and stay organized at the back, and I think they would have been all right. And whereas the Cunupia, you could see the Cunupia, by making the 2 changes, they were not happy with their performance, even though I thought they had the slight edge in terms of shots, in terms of when they go forward, creating the better chances. And really and truly, Semper should have scored when Caesar played him in. So the team talk at halftime would have been totally different. One would have been stay as you are, keep it tight, stay organized, and the other one was let's push forward more, let's be a little bit more organized, let's pass a little crisper. And because of that, they've made the 2 changes. Riley, for example, he's gone forward in that wide position on the left, and then Joseph has come into the midfield.
Well, that's a bad giveaway from Julian. Opens up some room, but it's quickly given back to Semper. But he runs into traffic. He bulldozes his way out of it, but it's too long in the end for Kareem Riley. And, well, just a comedy of errors on both teams.
Well, I was about to say that, James. Again, we see Cunupia giving the ball away, and that's their problem. There is Mr. Cool, not looking so cool now, because he must be a little upset with the way they're playing. This team has played nothing like they played last week against Rangers.
Final ball might have come off the head of Cowie. Throw for Central Soccer World. They've got just about 43 minutes to hold on to their 1-0 advantage. Did get their first win in 5 matches last week against Central FC. Maybe another here as this one flies over the head of Bourne. But it's given away. Here goes Trevin Caesar.
There's Douglas.
Gets Douglas away. It's a foot race that he uses illegal motives to get past his man, and well spotted by Quincy Williams in the end. They're quick on the counter-attack, aren't they, Cunupia FC?
It was a good run from Douglas. The pass was played, but he wanted it delivered in front of him for him to run on to the ball. But it was some good defending.
Now the ball has been sent back to, and a card might have been issued as well.
I'm not sure who got the card. That's the foul, but they pull back the play even before that.
So the card might have gone against Central Soccer World, and the player who goes into the naughty corner.
Jason Joseph.
So Jason Joseph, been a naughty boy. So Jason Joseph has confirmed the recipient of a reminder of his dirty deed. Cowie. Well, this should be Douglas. And he tries a shot from distance, and Suarez went straight at him.
That's not a bad effort, actually. He caught me by surprise. I didn't think he was going to go for goal from there. And he hit it one time. Just lacked a little bit of power.
Well, Suarez looks really cool with the use of his feet.
Well, the way he was moving the ball, you think Suarez, well, maybe family to Luis Suarez, because he was just playing around with the ball, wasn't he? You never did that, James, as a goalkeeper, did you? You got rid of it as quickly as you could.
Well, my coaches might tell you a different story.
Well, let's don't talk about it. I don't want to embarrass you on national television, do I?
Goalkeepers do love to use their feet a lot these days.
You do get and you do have off days, don't you?
Here comes the Soccer World, and well, Julian is bundled over.
It's a substitute, Riley.
Well, they're going to be asked to build up in deeper areas because they have struggled finding space in the middle and the final third of the field. Penetration, though, has been lacking for all of their shots. They did get 9 shots in the first half, Cunupia FC. Failed to really trouble Diego Suarez with any of those. Here's Kemuel Rivers. He's the leading goal scorer for Central Soccer World, the left back. Well, a man down. Doesn't trouble Quincy Williams as he allows plays to continue.
Goalkeeper David gave it away.
Well, just a bit more confidence from Central Soccer World as they've managed to hold on to possession a bit better than we saw in the first half, early in the second period. Heavy touch from Dillon. And looking for Bourne. Easy for Jean-Pierre David. Chavin Cesar has been asked to come deeper, and they've lost it again as the build-up struggles continue. Maybe a chance for a shot here, and well, his intention was to find Dillon, but the touch too heavy in the end for the big man.
That was Wiley. He took it down very good indeed. Took it down, and he was just looking to lay it off. But I think his control, first-time control, was excellent.
Well, Maloney goes to ground under the heavy challenge of Nicholas Dillon. Gives Cunupia an opportunity to try to break forward. But he spoke about the ideal position that you'd like to see Cesar play. Now we're seeing him deeper as he's gone to ground just to the right of your screen. A chance could open up here, and well, that flashed across the face of the goal, but it didn't bother Suarez.
That was a wicked ball going across the face of the goal. There was just nobody in a black shield to follow through, but it was a really good cross, very dangerous cross. It's the kind of cross that has the goalkeeper unsure. Do you come? Do you stay? And you're just hoping that if it does flash across the goal, that a defender is there, or there's no forwards to latch onto it. But it was a dangerous cross.
Well, the good news is that Cesar is back on his feet.
Yes, and he's picking up that position. He's going wide on the right. Position I would like to see him. There he is. Trevin Caesar.
Well, not the most in that header. Nicholas Dillon pulling out the party tricks.
Oh,
And
that's a
maybe
good
picking
ball.
the lock here. As Bourne gets a shot away, and well, gravity did not work on that occasion as he tried to get it under the crossbar. Yeah,
right.
he knows he could have done better.
Of course he could have done better. He never got over the ball. It was a lovely ball from Dillon. Dillon is a workhorse in the midfield for Central's soccer world, and he's spreading the ball around. That was a good ball over the top. And I think when you look at the shot, he really grabbed at it. Let's have a look. Brilliant control. That's excellent by Dillon. And then the pass. And I just thought he never got over the ball. The ball, he needed to back off a little bit and get over the ball. It was not a good attempt, and from Bourne it went high over the bar. He should have done better.
Again, another Cunupia attack comes to naught as Graham is forced to defend.
Dillon has done well.
Julian comes to his rescue.
Forces him back with Dillon.
But I think Julian has looked really solid in central defense. He's the only player for Cunupia FC that has played all across the back line. He started in left back, moved to right back, and with the injury of Mensah, has been forced to go into a centre back position, one that he has certainly lived up to the high billing and the shoes.
Yeah, he's adapted well, hasn't he?
Certainly has. Well, more space opening up on the right here for Central Soccer World.
That was another good ball from Dillon, wasn't it?
Looking for space to cross, deflected. Again, oh, that's good. That's really good there as he gets it away. Not the kind of confidence you usually see in the defense. I'd love to get another look at that. Well, changes are being made as attacking change is coming on. Josiah Daniel, the player coming on, and Chevin Cesar has been replaced for Cunupia FC. Although chase for this one as it goes out for a corner. So it's a corner. Josiah Daniel replacing the experience of Chevin Cesar, the man from Lambo, Tobago. But it just tells you the intent of the coach, Michael Defoe. Colin Murray.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Maloney looking for a black shirt. The Greens get it away. Kept alive. Oh, he's gone into trouble, hasn't he? Totally ignored Maloney into a wide area, and Bourne could break on the other end. He's against Julian. Oh, Julian's lost it.
Excellent.
Chance opening up here. Deflected, and what a save by Jean-Pierre David.
Another excellent save. That deflection nearly caught him going the wrong way.
Just seems to get his body in all sorts of areas, but chances opening up on the other end. Deflected. What a save from Suarez. It's gone in. And Cunupia FC, wow. The flag is up.
Offside.
The flag will deny his joy. But against the run of play, Cunupia FC thought they got the equalizer, but it all came to naught.
Semper was in an offside position. He got the deflection as well, but it wouldn't count.
Well, I haven't seen Dominic Toretto for this match, but it's been fast and furious, the action.
Yeah, good end-to-end stuff, isn't it? It's a much better second half than we've had so far than the first half.
There's Jason Joseph. Got space on the right. that they will exploit. Chance for a cross. Well, he expected much better with the time that he had. Easy catch in the end, it turned out. It's Julian. Poor touch. Kemuel Rivers keeps possession for Central Soccer World.
Well, Douglas was looking to turn his man, and I thought Rivers did well. He just kept him at bay, but now he's giving the ball straight to Douglas.
Oh, that's a good touch. Off the way, and Central Soccer World will keep it. Well, it's a match that many neutrals might have expected that Cunupia FC might have had the edge. They did have a better form guide coming into this one, albeit they only have 1 point in their last 3 matches. So that's good though from Jean-Pierre David.
Good keeping. He realized the danger, came off his line quickly, and then smothered the ball. Excellent keeping again from him.
Well, in their last 5, Cunupia FC have been able to rack up 7 points as compared to 1 from Central Soccer World. Or 3 rather from Central Soccer World. Just 1 win for them in their last 5. I feel confidence might be playing a big part in this match. Cunupia might have lost a step. Some big misses, and they've gone down in the table just 1 place below.
Yeah, it's, you know, again, when they go forward at times, they look very dangerous. They look as if they can score, but they're just not putting things together. And we keep saying that all night.
Well, Douglas tried to get his head ahead of the defender without much success. Oh, he's had that in a bad area. It's pinball at the moment. Oh, goodness me. And well, Suarez holds on in the end. But I think that he might have misjudged the bounce there, the defender. And he put his keeper under tremendous pressure.
He did, and Suarez is hurt because they jumped by that man who has come on, Daniel, as a substitute was incredible. He should be playing basketball. It was absolutely, he made height and went over the keeper. And in the end, Suarez did well. Thankfully, he's sitting up now, so that's not too bad. There's Daniel. He just flew through the air. Look at Daniel coming. Look at this jump. Whoa! Always second to the ball though, because Suarez had it covered.
Well, in basketball, you'd say he got posterized. But the good thing is, both players, they look healthy, back on their feet, including that man, Diego Suarez.
He was beaten once by that deflected shot, but the flag saved his team. But he's done well. You know, he hasn't done anything extraordinary. I think he's just been very competent. Suarez, whatever has come his way, he's held on to it.
Julian to Joseph. Dylan.
Oh, that's a good header
In a
back
good area.
inside.
Heavy touch from Joseph, but the chance is still alive. Yes, Dylan.
I tell you what, Dylan, I think he can tell you, James, where every blade of grass is on this field. I think he's been absolutely magnificent for Central Sports World. He's everywhere. And most of the plays, Dylan is at the heart of it.
Well, chance opening up here. Just might have been a pull there from Graham. Well, the referee says it goes against him. The attacker, that is. And that will be called back. But it did look for a second that Ryan Frederick had gotten the jump on Graham. This is what I was talking about here.
Yeah, it looked as if Graham had even tugged at him, didn't he? But in the end, Graham was getting the better of Frederick. But this is what I mean, where they put pressure on the Cunupia defense. And they force them into errors.
Now, Cunupia did start this match with what appeared to be a back five. A bit conservative from them. And, well, they've really struggled to keep possession. They've been allowed to build up inside their third of the field, but outside of that, they've really struggled to hold on to ball possession, and it has hurt them.
That's very, very, very true. They've struggled to hold on to that possession. And, you know, you look at Central Sports World, I like how they're set up. And they've just not given Cunupia the chance to breathe. You know, when they pick up the ball, as any of the Cunupia players pick up the ball, they attack them and keep them under pressure.
So we've crossed into over the hour mark in this match. Central Soccer World in green, they lead Cunupia FC by 1-0.
And the longer Central Sport, the scoreline stays as this, it's the more determined you think Central Soccer World will stay. They're a very determined team. And as we heard from Coach Boyce, when he said that, you know, they've got the confidence, things are building, they're improving all the time, and you can see it. Because I will still maintain that I think Cunupia is a good team, and Cunupia is a top 4 team. But, you know, it's easy to say that. You've got to go out there and play football. You've got to go out there and spread the ball. You've got to take possession. And, you know, you've got to make the passes tell. And, of course, you've got to finish. And so far, we've not seen that from Cunupia.
Well, they do have a chance to move into 6th position, Central Soccer World, if they get their 3 points in this fixture, temporarily at least. DC Port of Spain currently occupied that position. They come up against the league leaders, La Hoquita Rangers, in our 2nd fixture at 8 p.m. right here in La Hoquita. So it's a chance to progress. They've already jumped 1 place up the standings after their win last week. So they'll be hoping to hold on to all 3, which will take them into 10 points, just ahead of AC Port of Spain in 9. Well, Daniel turned into a hurdler there to get over the challenge of Jason Joseph. Well, we spoke about the league leaders. That's our first sighting of them. Ross Russell Jr., Caleb Sturge with the colored hair, Daniel David and company. AC Port of Spain, they've got their hands full, I can tell you that much.
Well, Rangers will be expected to win that game tonight. But
well, Suarez again going into a collision. Gets the better with a punch away. Maybe some space opening up here. And again, Julian. This time the referee deems his challenge not to be the
that's
variety
gonna be a yellow card.
that will be allowed. As yep, that face confirms that he knows that he's going to go into the naughty corner, the yellow card.
Yeah, it was. He just barged in. He just barged into. Who was that?
Yellow card confirmed.
Joseph, was it? It is Joseph with a kick, with the free kick. That's a good kick. That's an interesting ball.
Graham gets a touch, but it falls to a green shirt. It's a corner. Central Soccer World will try to add some insurance to their 1-goal advantage. Haven't threatened much on corner kicks. Central Soccer World don't have the height that Cunupia possesses. But maybe now, maybe here, something different can happen. They've got Nicholas Dillon though. He's the biggest man in the area, the number 19. And already Quincy Williams has his hand full, because the defender has his hands full of Dillon.
Joseph with the corner.
And again, David called into act, cleared away, only as far as Rivers.
It's a trouble.
Well, that is sent the Ascension girls scampering in the stands. So just to confirm, Stephen Julian picking up the caution. He joins Jason Joseph in the box of Quincy Williams.
That's going to be a card as well.
There we go, and this time it goes to Graham, I believe. So Graham also joins that company. They're rushing now to enter that club.
The thing is, the both central defenders have been booked, and so there is that's a dangerous one. Tell you what, that could have easily been a red card as well, James.
But I'm looking, Jason Joseph seems to be the victim each and every time. Here's Douglas.
Both central defenders have been booked now for Cunupia, and that could be very worrying.
Well, it hasn't been his best game though, Kadeem Graham. His first name is usually Rock, surname Gibraltar. Well, chance here, and oh, what a save that was from David, and it's a second bite at it. And well, who's Gibraltar now? David certainly has taken that title. Injured himself in the process.
Was an excellent ball though, played through. Was it to Dillon?
Yeah, Nicholas Dillon was involved on the follow-up attempt. The first attempt though did fall to Leroy Wiley. So Leroy Riley with the, or Bourne rather, with the first attempt.
He showed too much of the ball to David.
And then Nicholas Dillon at the follow-up.
Yep. He was just a little too late, but look at the ball. Beautiful ball. And there is, was it Wiley? No, Bourne making the run, and he showed too much of the ball to the keeper.
Well, he's back on his feet. The usual magic of H2O. It's a healing potion sometimes.
Once again, David keeping them in the game, and this is AC Port of Spain.
Yeah, that's a team that will be coming up against the league leaders. They're in 5th position. Central Soccer World, if this result holds, could leapfrog them into 6th position. Nicholas Dillon, he's done his job so far. He's been the difference maker in this match. His goal, see them lead by 1-0.
Not only with the goal, I think he's been the real engine of this team. He's been non-stop running. He's created the chances. He's been a real thorn when he's moved forward. He's playing almost like an attacking midfielder.
Here's Wiley looking for space. Oh, that's a good ball. Can't pick out a teammate as Maloney helps out in defending. Daniel looking for options here, and heavy ball. Still keeps it alive though.
Daniel looking for some support, and he gets it. Backward support.
Howie. Well, his intentions was to find Douglas. Might still get him. It's well defended. It's a Cunupia throw.
Just about 20 minutes left, James, for Cunupia to get back into the game.
Well, we might see some changes as lots of action happening on the bench.
Devon Morris is the man coming in.
So they've opted for a striker, former national youth player, Club Sando player, Devon Morris coming in. And also coming in will be the number 21.
Miguel Cordell is on.
So 2 changes, offensive changes as well. Oh, Modest right into the mix. And he's been fouled. So Keelan Burnett. So they're looking to secure the game perhaps, as Daniel is sent on a chase and a shot. And Suarez, well, he made it look more difficult than it really was. But he was always comfortable and in charge of that one. 17 minutes remaining in this fixture. 17 minutes for Central Soccer World to hold on to their 3 points as they lead by 1-0. Cowie forced to chase this one. Well, it's a second half that Central Soccer World will feel that they've got some momentum. Just confirmation of the changes though. Leroy Wiley has been replaced and Theophilus Bourne by Keelan Burnett. And Kosi McLean, the other player coming in. Jason Joseph as well has come out. And he has been replaced by former Naparima man Anthony Paris. And Cunupia FC have made another change of their own. They have just brought in Matthew Sarant. So he makes his first appearance, that man. And he will replace Felix, the right back. Well, here's the substitute, McLean. So they're rolling the dice at the moment, hoping to make something happen.
Sarant on there for Felix, and Felix was playing on that right
Nicholas
back position.
Dillon.
That's a good shot.
Oh, what a touch from the goalkeeper. That's a big save, and Nicholas Dillon, he's come calling, and Jean-Pierre David, he's answered.
Well, the assistant referee is saying that David didn't get a touch to it, and it's a goal kick.
Well, he missed that one. I tell you, that's a good save.
Yeah, I thought he just got his fingertips to it, but that's a good shot. Oh, you judge for yourself.
It's always difficult as a goalkeeper whether you take credit for a touch away or you accept the fact that you get a goal kick. I think he chose the latter. So just a correction, Kevon Williams is the man wearing the 21 shirt. He's swapped it. Initially McLean slated to be wearing that one. So Williams is the man that has come in for Felix. Well, here come Cunupia. Well, they just can't find that point to their edge, that edge. They've been really blunt at the top with the absence of Kevon Woodley. They haven't found answers to get past Central Soccer World. Speaking of Soccer World, Anthony Paris will be tasked to take this free kick, pushing them forward. It's good to see him back. He's old secondary school star, Anthony Paris. One of the top young players coming out of the SSFL.
Williams doing too much, holding on to that ball. He should have laid it off. He's put his team under pressure, but that's good defending. Excellent defending there on the part of Cador.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate if their team can hold on. And well, they've done so successfully for yet another attack.
Got about 13 minutes and added on time, just about 12 and a half minutes and added on time for them to hold on to this 1-0. And what a good victory it will be if Central Soccer World can hold on.
Don't forget, at 8 o'clock, Terminix Arkansas Rangers, they come up against AC Port of Spain. AC Port of Spain, they've on a run of 2 back-to-back wins, coming up against the league leaders who've only dropped 2 points in the tournament.
There's Dylan.
Well, they're tussling
He's
here.
fighting for it, isn't he? Such a tough player is Nicholas Dylan.
But he's looking for a foul right in front of Quincy Williams, not given. Here comes Cunupia. Can they find that edge that they've been searching for? Maybe not this time. He's kept it in. Well,
Nope.
he hasn't. It's been the story of their evening so far. Things just haven't rolled in their favor, literally and figuratively. Dylan. His goal, the main difference between the teams.
Couldn't keep it in, could he? So it's going to be a throw for Cunupia.
Oh, that's a foul. Well, they're certainly just taking the steam out of the match at the moment. Central Soccer World shutting down any momentum for Cunupia.
There goes Julian again. He always seems to be able to find himself out of trouble by running with the ball. He's really tough to get the ball off of him.
Well, this is in a bad area. Oh, and he just didn't really make the connection he was hoping for. But that's good for Maloney. Well cut out. Flying in with challenges as Central Soccer World keep it alive.
That man, Dylan.
Oh, so big and strong, Nicholas Dylan. And, well, couldn't keep it in. A substitute. Well, we're inside the final 10 minutes of the match. A match that Central Soccer World continues to hold on to. Well, here's Graham deflected, and Suarez holds on. Will there be one final roll of the dice for Cunupia FC? Lots of movement happening on the bench. Might be spotting yet another change for them.
Well, things haven't worked for them, so they're trying another substitute and to see if that will bring them any luck. The number 14 player is coming on. Not too sure who he's coming on for. We'll just have to
They'll
wait.
fight for this one.
So they're going to be making a attacking substitution, James.
And well, this one goes into touch. Well, so finally the change being made. So Ian Cowie will be called from his tour of duty, and Blur is the man. So Ian replaces Ian Blur replacing Ian Cowie. So a defender being taken out. Fresh legs at the back.
Well, I'm a little surprised because I thought they would have gone for more of an attacking option, but Blanc has taken a position in the defense, so that's a little bit strange. You're down one goal. You should be looking to make an attacking substitution at this point in time.
Well, play has just been paused for a sec because another change is set to be made. It's a good time to check out our Sportsmax app moment. And the moment comes from that man, Jean-Pierre David. Chance opening up from Theophilus Bourne. And well, can't beat this man. He stops it at everything and he gets our Sportsmax app moment. Or we should name it the Jean-Pierre David moment. Seems to be taking a lot of these days. Oh, chance opening up here. Soccer World. Oh, what a save again. Or maybe this app moment came too early. That might have been one of them. How often have he kept Cunupia FC alive?
And when you think about it, the goal today that beat him was a deflection. So he continues, he's having such a wonderful tournament.
So a change was made earlier, and Mikel Alexander was the player who replaced Keston Viri, the man coming in. That's confirmation of that change. Oh, that's a rough challenge, and again, Quincy Williams have been asked to bring out his greeting card. This time, the lucky campaigner to receive that one, Travis Joseph. It's a second half that has seen lots of greeting cards, and Travis Joseph, the latest to receive one of them, yellow in color.
So we're coming up to the last 5 minutes of this game, and Central Soccer World still holding on to that one goal.
Oh, that's a foul. And it gives away a free kick in a bad area.
And James, they've defended stoutly in this second half, haven't they? They've really defended stoutly.
I think as a team, in general, Central Soccer World have defended really well.
And when you look back, how many saves of Suarez, really difficult saves he's had to make? Not very many. As a matter of fact, Central Soccer World had the better chances.
Camille Rivers will line this one up as they will be allowed to be continued.
Well,
in fact, Quincy Williams is looking across to the sideline as a change is set to be made, and Moses Jaikaran. You don't usually see many changes being made in set pieces. I'm not sure the coach might be too pleased that it's happening. In fact, he's waved it off. He's allowed play to continue. This one is floated into the back door, and well, it got past everybody, didn't it? As it goes harmlessly out for a throw, and it will open up the opportunity now for the change finally to be made. So Moses Jaikaran, former Karapichai man, is the player set to come in. And well, the referee has not allowed it to continue. In fact, Nicholas Dillon is being asked to walk off the far end of the field.
That's surprising to me, Nicholas Dillon. He to me has played such a wonderful game. He is the player of the match as far as I'm concerned.
So Jaikaran replaces Nicholas Dillon. He's done his job. His goal as Central Soccer World in the driver's seat in this match. Or maybe Cunupia might have something to say. Well, Suarez certainly denied that, and he puts up the glove with the number 1 in it. Says, I'm number 1 here, my team at the number 1 position. Well, the clock ticking down. It's almost like a millstone around the neck of Cunupia at the moment. Deeper it gets and closer to that 90 minutes, the heavier the weight. Certainly not what we expected heading into this match. Cunupia FC, of course, on 13 points in 5th position. Shouldn't affect their standing so much if they do lose this fixture. The closest team to them, AC Port of Spain, can only get to 12 points if they get a win tonight. But it certainly would put a blow and set them back in terms of keeping touch with the top 4.
It means, though, that Cunupia, they would have lost their 4th game in this tournament. When you think of it, you've drawn with a top team in Rangers, but you've still lost 4 games, and you know, it's not good really at the end of the day.
Or maybe now, well cut out. Soccer World has still got the ambition to press forward. Well, he's run to traffic. Jason, well, kept it up, alive. Finding space in the center now as they drive forward. And, well, that's a bad giveaway. Under no real pressure. Oh, that's good. Well, the black shirts trying to connect the dots as they push forward. Need a goal to stay alive in this fixture. And, well, that chance came to nothing in the end. Well, they're certainly just taking their time now, Central Soccer World. It's all about game management here as we enter into the final minutes of regulation time.
They've got a free kick, so makes life a little bit easier for them because they just need to keep that ball away from their defensive third.
So they're just seconds away, at least in regulation time, from getting a win in this match. Well, I'm looking at the fourth official, and he seems to be 3 minutes that will be added on. So they've still got 3.5 minutes remaining. And, well, they're going to take their time here after that foul was committed. So more time will elapse as they take their time.
No need for them to rush at this point in time. It's not such a good free kick from that man, Nicholas.
Well, they're just inviting pressure now, Cunupia FC, as the 90 minutes come to an end. To enter the 3 minutes of time added on. A Nicholas Dillon goal gives Central Soccer World a 1-0 advantage. Just a reminder to all our viewers that from 8 p.m. we will have the premier fixture here at the La Hoquita Recreation Ground. Home team Terminex La Hoquita Rangers. They will face up against AC Port of Spain. Oh, that's an uncomfortable ball. Bit of a shot from Julian. He's lucky to get away. Not spotted by the referee. Graham has to be careful.
That's a good tackle. That's a very good tackle.
And yeah, just frustration bubbling over at the moment. And another second half yellow card. This time to Daniel. He's been really busy this second half, Quincy Williams, dishing out yellow cards.
Well, they've just got 2 minutes to hold on. Central Soccer World. There's Coach Boyce.
Could be a famous victory for his team.
Definitely.
If they can hold on. They only got 2 wins in the 9 rounds that we've played so far in this competition. This could be win number 3 for them. Is there anything left in the tank for Cunupia FC? Got to get back the ball first.
Yeah, this is good from Central Soccer World. They're trying to hold on to the ball. Oh, that's a wonderful ball.
A space opening up here. He's got options. Doesn't find any of them. And, well, disappointed faces all around. He certainly looked as if he could have cemented the result for them.
That was the substitute Williams who had come on. Brilliant run, lovely ball. And all he needed to do was to play it across the box. Never got over it, and it was a wild, useless cross, basically.
Inside the final minutes of time added on. And, well, that chance certainly summarizes what Cunupia FC has been in this second half. Toothless for the most part. 30 seconds or less. The boys in green might be wearing some smiles. They've certainly put up a very good defensive display. Might be deserving winners.
And they're now trying to hold on to the ball and knock it around. That's an excellent victory from Central Sports World.
So that's win number 3 for Central Soccer World as they beat Cunupia FC by 1-0. A goal scored by Nicholas Dillon. And that proved to be the difference between the teams as the full-time score. Central Soccer World 1, Cunupia FC 0.
Yeah, so 1-0. Central Soccer World coming out victorious here. And the man scoring the goal, the winner, Nicholas Dillon. It was a deflected shot and beat goalkeeper Jean-Pierre David. And that's all Central Soccer World needed for victory here this evening. Here we see the referee having a word with the man from Central Sports World. That's Jason Joseph. But a good victory, the officials making their way off. And there is the match winner, Nicholas Dillon. So let's have a look at the highlights. With a long throw with Ian Cowie and then Travin Caesar with a very acrobatic type of shot. And that just eluded the... This is Caesar again. This was on a platter for Semper, and he should have done better. Tried to side-foot it past the keeper, but he should have gone with his laces, hit through the ball. And this is a wayward shot, high over the bar. That was Dillon. He had the opportunity again to put it in the back of the net, never got over the ball. A long-range shot there coming from Brewster. And then this is the deflection. This is Dillon with a shot. It was deflected in the top corner, and that's all Central Soccer World needed to get the winner. And Nicholas Dillon did extremely well with the shot, and there was a deflection, but who cares? At the end of the day, he was able to put it into the back of the net. And this is Cunupia again with another effort that just wide of goalkeeper Suarez. He was stretching to his left, and luckily it just beat the post. And this, a nice ball through to Bourne. And let's see, he goes past his man, and still Bourne. He now has the shot, and that's a great save from David. A lovely bit of footwork from Bourne. He had the shot, and David was equal to it. Shot coming there, and that was in the back of the net, but in the end was Semper was judged offside, and so it didn't count. And this is another chance. Bourne trying to go wrong David, and David did extremely well. Dillon on the follow through. This is a shot again from Dillon, just wide, and here comes the final chance for the man who came on as a substitute, Williams, and he put it wide. But let's go down to James now. Oh, so yes, we have the stats before we go to James. Let's just quickly run through the stats. 13 shots for Cunupia, 12 for Central Soccer World, so pretty equal there. 8 shots to 9, again in terms of shots on target, so you can see just how even this game was. And the yellow cards 4-1, corners 4-1 in favor of Cunupia. So, and 8 saves by both goalkeepers. So it just goes to show when you look at these stats, it was a very, very close encounter, and no wonder it ended up 1-0. Now I was about, as just now saying, let's cross over to James. We will now cross over to James. He's got the man of the match with him.
Well, that's right, Colin. I'm here with the man of the match, Nicholas Dillon. Congratulations, firstly, you're man of the match.
Thank you.
You're a game winner today. How does that feel?
It feels good, to score the only goal in the game and to end the first round strong. Yeah.
Now, your team, this is your 3rd victory in your 9 matches so far. Do you think that you're turning the tide? Because you got 2 back-to-back wins today.
Yeah, I think it shows that the guys has been putting in some work in training, and I think we're coming out and we're playing more as a team, and you could see it in the game.
What can we expect from you and your team going into the next round?
I'm just trying to keep up the momentum, the team spirit, the camaraderie, everything. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Nicholas Dillon, and you can celebrate with your boys.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
All right, so I now invite the coach of the Central Soccer World, Mr. Randolph Boyce, to join me. And I tell you what, he has a smile on his face at the moment, because you did mention before the match that you've been working on some stuff, and it seemed to have come to fruition. How does it feel?
It feels good to know that the work we have been putting in training bear fruit tonight, and it's also said that we still have a lot of work to do because we could see we have some little areas to tighten up offensively, defensively in the midfield area, but we keep putting it in.
Out of all those areas, what worked for you tonight?
Defense. The whole team stick to the game plan. Defensively, we were solid, give away little chances, make less errors tonight. I would say defense worked for us tonight.
This is your first back-to-back victory. Is the momentum and the tide shifting in your favor, you feel?
I would say that the fellas are buying into the philosophy and the changes that we have been making and the work we have been putting in. So we still wait to see what goes when the second round starts.
Well, thank you so much and have a good one.
Thanks, man.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the Campari Player of the Week. And let's just Jean-Pierre David, the goalkeeper, of course, for Cunupia against Rangers. He had a magnificent game. It was save after save, and he certainly kept Cunupia in the game. There he goes again. This is yet another save, and then a terrific one. He was caught just off his line, and that one he pulled it over the bar. He must have pulled off about 8 magnificent saves, and there he is receiving the check for $500 from James, the Campari Player of the Week, Jean-Pierre David. Let's go back to James.